Hi, I'm Wendy. I'm a middle-aged, semi-feral southerner who came up to County Durham a year ago and never left. I'm talking fairly quietly because it's just, I feel it kind of respectful. I am in Gainford, St Mary's Church. Another St Mary's. There are so many St Mary's, and I have just come across, I have to show you this, and I'm going to read it to you because it doesn't show very well in this sun, but it says, "Here lies, expecting the resurrection which she hoped for, with faith beyond her age, Sarah, the daughter of Marmaduke Craddock, Esquire, and Dorothy, his wife, of Gainford. She lived to the age of 20 years, and deceased the 17th day of February 1790. Wow. Well, I hope she gets that resurrection. Bless her heart. But look at this, look at that church, look at the tower. I don't know if you can see at the top, it's kind of like, it always reminds me of the Blue Peter ship. If those who are of an age who can remember the Blue Peter ship. If I could sing the tune, I probably would, but I'd probably end up singing like Captain Pugwash or something, so. Anyway, let's have a little look around. Tell you what, I've just come through the village square of Gainford. It's beautiful. I shall go back there and we'll have a little look around. Oh, the church is actually open, I believe. Well, I might have a look in there later on. I might. I prefer the outsides of churches, to be perfectly honest, to the insides. And I apologise to those who are religious, but I'm clearly not. Alice Rain, 1847. We're in a really old part here. Good grief. Oh my goodness. See if I can read some of these. Let's go back. I suppose the ones closer to the church will be older than the ones furthest away, wouldn't they? 1856, aged 14. 1845, aged 16. 1864, aged 28. 1796, aged 1. 1808, aged 19. 1810, aged 13. 1816, aged 27. Wow, and then 1835, aged 72, and his wife, who died in 1850, aged 89. So they must have been the children and the parents. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? All those children. (1825), age 66. Here's some absolutely cracking stones, honestly. Incredible. The scripture and the carvings are just... Look at that. Okay, so in memory of Robert Rain of Cockfield, who departed this life May the 20th, 1815, aged 61. Also of Elizabeth, daughter of the above, who departed this life 1801, aged 5 years. Oh, bless her heart. So sad when you see these. I mean, whoops, there's one. Look, I'm not nearly walked on that. I'm not going to walk on it because I find that also quite disrespectful. What an absolutely cracking graveyard. I'm not kidding, this is absolutely stunning. The church. The clock tower. I can hear the teas. Look at this. And that one's actually got support, so that one's obviously oh dear, not structurally sound. Oh no, it's not, because look, you can see the side. And underneath, yeah. I can't see any carvings at all. There's a little ladybird sitting on there, look. 1810-21. John Smith. Sure I know him. I'm sorry, I have to make light out of things, otherwise I'm a bit of an empath. I do pick up on stuff, so look at that. This is just incredible. You see how green it is in here? Isn't that beautiful? It's really still today as well. Oh, that one's open. Oh, I'm standing on them again. I said, don't like doing that. Okay, and then we've got the teas down there. I think we might have to go and have a little walk. I think it'd be rude not to. Look at this. After all, I do keep telling everybody that Tees is my favourite river. Anyway, let's have a walk. Let's have a wander. Wow. Sorry, I went very quiet for a moment there, didn't I? I just take things in and forget to speak. But look at this. It's incredible, isn't it? It's just a fantastic river. I have just discovered a sundial, that's the word I was after, in the ground. And it's big enough to actually walk on. Can't see that, but I'm going to use my shadow to have a bit of a descent. But look at this. Now, I can't work out where you have to stand to get the time. 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 8, 12. Oh, is that? It's not a. No, it's number 2, and that's number 1. And that's number 1. That's number 3, and that's number 3. 4, 4. Okay, now I'm confused. Is that summer and winter? Ooh, now you're talking. British summertime or... No, I don't know. How would you stand to get this? Let me see. I have no clue what the time is, so I can't even check. I'm just looking to see. I think that's just a drainage hole. That's not where somebody Where would that be? So if I stand here, no, because that's not right. I think that's so cool if I knew how to work it. Not a clue. Anyway, let's have a look a bit further. Oh, there's a little robin. Hello, robin. See the robin? Oh, here we go. Now look. How to tell the time with the sun clock. Stand with your toes on the calendar pavia at the correct spot for the time of the month. I can do that. I'm a girl. We know about times of the month. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm standing on May and it's telling me the time is, give or take, between 11 and 12. So it's saying slightly nearer to 12. I have no clue what the time is. I'm just going to check it. 1 second. Okay, so I've just checked the time and it's 11:22. Do you know what? That's not bad. If I was standing up straight, it probably would get right, but you know. So. And that's summertime. So the one at the back is obviously Greenwich Mean Time. Excellent. I like this. This is great. Right, I'm just walking along the banks of the Tees and I was just having a think. That sun clock, sundial, I think that's a cracking thing to do with kids because kids aren't taught these days how to tell the time using a normal analogue watch or clock. They know digital. They know exactly what the digital time is. Oops, scared a pigeon, made me jump. But they don't know analogue. So to learn something like that would set them in great stead. It's just my thinking. Brilliant. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm walking. Just found this. I'm going to go down here because there's an island in the middle of the Tees. So I'm going to... obviously can't get across because that's why. But look at this. That's an island. For goodness sake. Isn't that stunningly gorgeous? And you can see over the other side is the main part of the Tees. Oh, I can see some geese. Let's see if I can get round without falling in. Here they are, look. Male and female goose. I don't know how many times I've said it, but I'm going to say it again. I'm so going to bore everybody, but look at this. This is glorious. I bet this is busy in the summer. I've just seen a lady swimming in the river just round the corner. And it's cold. I mean, it's cold in the summertime. But nope, she was merrily swimming away. Sod that. Isn't that beautiful? Another little island in the middle there, which I suppose probably disappears in high water. In fact, where I'm standing will disappear at high water. Well, not high water, but you know, during the surge, during the floods, during the spring generally, when the snow melts. I'm so lucky. I've just been watching a chap fly fishing as well, and that's something I really want to try. It looks very technical. I'd get in a hell of a mess, but you know, I'd still give it a try. Just coming back off the river and off the bank. Look at this gorgeous meadow. Isn't that incredible? I might just head over there because those trees look intriguing. They look like they could be potential fruit-bearing trees. Let's have a little look. Let's go round. Well, I found one already. Huh. Cherry tree. Loads, absolutely loads of fruit on there, although I can imagine that there won't be when they're ready because the birds and squirrels and things will have them. Anyway, let's have a little... Oh, I don't... Yes, I can. It's alright, I didn't know if I could get round. There's brambles. So we've got the potential for blackberries. And you see, one of the main reasons why I like this field, and I'm hoping there's fruit-bearing trees, is because they're all going to be drinking from the teas. That energy of the teas. Let's have a little look. There, hawthorn, and those up there, I believe, because they're very, very spiny, I think they're sloes. Isn't this gorgeous? If they are sloes, it's rather a lot. Yeah, they are. Oh, without a doubt, they are. Because you can see the spines. There's a great big elder in there, now about to come out into flower as well. That's one thing I need to find. Oh, and wild raspberry bushes, or wild raspberry canes, should I say. Look at all those. There's lots. Excellent. Oh, I'm liking this. I am like, look how dark it is in there. Can I see in there? You can't see the depth of it, unfortunately, on this phone. But, wow. Oh, I'm looking forward to this in the autumn. I shall be down here. If you lose me, you know, well, you won't, because you know exactly where I'll be. And there's great big patches of nettles as well, so yeah, Those are nettle seeds. Nettle seeds are absolutely invaluable. They're one of our very few natural adaptogens. So you can collect nettle seeds, dry them out, and literally half a teaspoon a day. And after a couple of weeks they start to work with your body, what your body needs. So if you're lacking in sleep, they help you too. They calm you down, they calm your body, help you sleep. If you are very tired and all you want to do is sleep, they again work with your body and they will give you energy. Sorry, I'm so busy looking around that I'm struggling to talk. Yeah, they work with your body, so it's kind of like the yin yang. Everybody has a personality that's either yin or yang, and the nettle seed works with your body. And I'm now about to get stung by nettles, so I might be on the lookout for some plantain in a minute. Anyway, I have no clue where I'm going. But it looks intriguing. Now cast a clout till the May is out. I think it's been a bit of a trickster this year, because I've planted some things and then we've had frost, so you know, it is what it is. Okay, no clue where I am. Oh, there's a stone. I wonder what the stone. Oh, what is that? Gainford Riverside Millennium Green. I suppose at one time it was all nicely manicured and yeah, nah, leave it as it is, it's fantastic. Think of the nature that's in there. Oh, I wonder where this goes. That takes me back down to the river. I have no clue where this goes. Oh, or this one. Let's go through here. Don't want to go towards the road. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Where's a bunny? Dinner. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that at all. Gorgeous holly. Cracking holly bush. This is an orchard. This is an actual orchard. Sorry, I've been taken by surprise. I didn't expect to see this at all. Look at this. Ooh. Isn't that beautiful? It's a full orchard. That's a pear, a tall one. Oh, this is amazing. Hi, Mr. Robin. Look at this. A full orchard. It amazes me. Every time I go anywhere new. Oh, there's a standing stone over there. I wonder what that says. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Ross White, 1925 to 2013. This orchard is dedicated to Ross, who raised the funds to purchase this land for Gainford. How fantastic. Thank you, Ross. What a treat. Look at this. This is St Mary's Well. It comes out from directly underneath the church and the graveyard. Straight underneath here and back down, and the Tees is over there. I'm not going to go any further because, as you can see, it's somewhat muddy, but isn't that stunning? Love little things like this, little quirks. Tell me that story again, please.
Lizzie Pearson was known as the Gainford poisoner in about 1800 and something, when she murdered a lodger with poison.
Where did she buy the poison?
Out of the haberdashery shop on High Green at Gainford.
Fantastic.
And she gave it to the lodger, whether it was for more rent or whatever, we don't know.
Yeah.
But then she was hung at Durham, and she was buried next to Mary Ann Cotton in Durham jail in an unmarked grave.
And Mary Ann Cotton was?
A mass murderer.
Oh, what about that?
Yeah.
Fantastic, thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, before we leave Gainford, can you see that over there? That is the vicarage. That is a massive vicarage. It's not anymore, it's now behind that wall, but that used to be owned obviously by the vicar, or run by the vicar of St Mary's, who also built Gainford Hall. But isn't this beautiful? But I would just like to show you something. I'm going to have to stop recording because I'm going to have a little lady who's going to be in my line of view, so give me a second. Right, this cross here, that plinth and that stone at the bottom is believed to be Anglo Saxon, and the cross was placed there in as a memorial cross for Queen Victoria. So we've got Anglo Saxon and Victorian. Look at this. You can just about see Gainford Hall in the background. Massive building. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to get back in my car, and I will see you all soon. You take care. Bye bye.